All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we would like to deliver a presentation relating to the business plan we are going to make. We are going to make in Victoria, Melbourne. My group consists of myself, Bulan, Tasha Tania, Kirana Aisha, and Adelia Jimda.
So for the area, Melbourne is the second most populous city in Australia, and it's more existence of the buildings, so more into like a city, beaches, small islands, and bombs. So their economic, there are free market and democracy with their GDP as stated there, and then they have three arms of government which is the executive, legislative, and legislative, and prime minister as the head of the government. So in the cultural, we got it from our group from Australia. They say that our distance, Australia's low figure indicates that within organization and to an extent our levels of government, the ease in which employees are able to access their superiors is relatively easy. Individualism with such high figure, it proves that Australians are a loose-knit society, generally reliant on themselves and their family. Masculinity, the higher the score, the more masculine society is seen with a score of 61. And uncertainty avoidance with a middle of the rule score here shows that Australian culture is neither threatened by unknown situation and a result of foreign belief that they try to avoid. And long-term, a scorpion indicates that we respect tradition and indulgence, indicating that we have desires and impulses to enjoy life and happy. So most of Australians are Christianity, but so the business idea is to provide a traveling service route to Indonesia's popular destinations. We're going to explain that later in the product section. So these are the routes. There are two routes that we open first because it's the most one of the most wanted destinations in Indonesia itself. First is Raja Ampat, located in West Papua, and Jarawan Island in East Papua.
Here is the route from Melbourne. Most of the ticketing will allow them to go to Jakarta first for transit and then go to Sorong. This one is for Raja Ampat. And with the Rawan, they will go from Melbourne to Jakarta and go to Bro, and then go to the Rawan Island. And when they want to go back to Melbourne, they will go to Singapore to transit and go back to Melbourne.
Okay, so for the segmenting, we're divided into three categories: demographically, geographic, and encyclopedic. For demographic, we will target more on both male and females, and also the age 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 30 to 34, and 35 above. So for the geographic, it will be in Melbourne, the capital of Victoria, and because it has the largest group than other capitals. For the psychographic, we will look more to the customers who are interested in cultural diversity and who love to travel locally or internationally, and who are immersed on backpacking. So as for the behavioral, we want to target those who will benefit from getting some new experiences within activities that they will receive during their holidays, and also knowing other culture that they have never known before.
So we are targeting for the traveler, young adult to adult, with in age between 20 to 40 years old, with middle to upper income level.
So from the whole targeted market size, we have divided into three again, psychographically, and from the benefits that the product offers or gives, and also also demographic data first. Here is psychographic. Apart from 100%, we will target more on the nature lover. It has the highest percentage, which is 29%. And the other is after the business lover, well traveler, and the high-end traveler.
According, based on demographic, we are, this one is more into age. The highest percentage come from the 21 and 20 to 29 years old because those age people tend to be more active and more productive. In benefits, we divide 100% into four. First one is studies. Some students in Melbourne, if they want to do surveys and everything about culture, they can go to the islands. And second is business trip. Business trip, people at age 20 to 29, they will go to they will go abroad, maybe to Indonesia, to islands to do their business trips. And honeymoon for new couples, and realization, the highest percentage is to seek realization, and they would leisure.
So Bulu Travel will face some competitors in Australia, which are Man Travel, Mass Travel, and Flight Center. The first one is Man Travel. They offer flights and tours. The Man Travel is covering Bali, Dubai, New Zealand, USA, Bangkok, and other Asian countries, while Less Travel only focus on Asian countries only for the tours, and they also offers flights. While the other competitor is Flight Center. They offer much more than the other two companies. They offer flights, holidays, vacation, tours packages, hotels, car rentals, cruises, and the tours. They are covering almost the whole country, the whole like Australian, USA, New Zealand, South Africa, Canada, and UK. So based on the competitors, we are examine the positioning. So we use two factors, two elements to position each company, which is the accessibility of the company and then the amount of service that they offer. The accessibility means that how customer get their service. Best and Less Travel is quite low in low amount of service because they only offer tours in around Asia, and they only have online based store. The Man Travel is high in store accessibility because they have the physical store and they have the online based website store. And then Flight Center, they offers the highest amount of service because they not only offers flights and tours packages, but they also offers car rentals, cruises, and then hotels and others. But they only have online based store, while us Bulu Bulu will have the online based, and we have physical space for the customer to asking for the information, and then asking for help if they have trouble with the internet connection to book a ticket or trips. And then we also we low in amounts of service because we only offer flights and tours around Indonesia only.
So for the product travel services, we explained before that the two destinations that we're going to open first is Raja Ampat and Roran Island. But for the planning for the further due, because because we are focusing more on the quality, not the quantity of this destination, because we are opening in other country. So we need to actually see first how well if we open Raja Ampat and Brown Island. So next time we're going to open the Sogo, Flores, Sasunda Islands, and Lido. There are different itinerary for each of the destinations, and we use a value-based pricing because the value of each of the destination is very different, and what you can see the destinations is very different. How long it could take, where you are going to go is very different. Also, in the tour, we have different quotas for how many people can join. For example, here in Raja Ampat, there are two, which is going to only Wayak, which is one of the most famous places in there, and going to Kainemo. You see the picture that is going viral about Raja Ampat is these two places where you want to go. And for the Rawan, the most famous one is Kakabas, when you can go diving, which is famous.
So in 7P there is place in which we will be located in Melbourne. We will rent a store. With the budgeting will be explained later. But from in 1 week we will have to pay $110. It's based in Melbourne. And for online, we will have website. This one is the prototype of the website. We will have the display like this. And for promotion, we will be promoting Bulu Travel through the website first, and then Instagram or digital advertising. We will in the future we will wanna pick a social media influencer, like for example, like popular traveler like Tula Vintage. She is popular in Australia because she's from Australia, and we will print brochure for people to check their information. For physical evidence, we will have a website and a website that is easy to be operated.
So for the 7 process, so we have a form and to pick a schedule on which one do you want to, and then we book it. A minimum is a month before the trip for you to take, and then you receive an email confirmation, and then you go to the first payment. You can transfer it exactly because people usually transfer that for travel, or you can actually pay cash, or pay cash unique, and the third and second payment will go on that. So if they travel with us, we get 50% from the price rate.
That's how we will get the profit, is by taking actually upgrading the price by 15%. So we will take the fee, the price. I mean, from the price we will take 15%. So for example, if the price for one person in one tour is 13 million rupiah, we will upgrade the price by 15% for us to take the fee. We will start low because we're a startup business, so we want to make sure that the customers can get the benefit by checking the price is low. I mean, comparing to other travel agencies. Sorry, it's mistyped. Actually, 5 workers. 4 workers. 1 is CEO. 1 is based for IT or system. 1 is ticketing plus public relations. 1 for marketing and 1 for human resource. And for the tour guide in the Rawan and for in the islands, we will do outsource.
So this is the estimation of our budget. This is the estimation. We have the building rent. We actually search it in what the price in Australia, and the marketing expenses. Why is it 11? It's because of the social media influencer. We already searched it before. Tula Vintage is in rupiah. It costs for 25 million, and then in the administrative expenses, and that's the total.
also we want to expand the destination that we will offer to the customer, which is we will make an Asian tour. For example, like to Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, and then other tropical sites that might interested by the customer.
The limitation is that the timing might not be synchronized because, like, for example, the good timing to go to Derawan Island is in the mid-year, while people in the mid-year in Melbourne are busy, so the time is not matched.
And their other destinations are not yet available. For example, if they want to go to Flores, we have not yet have it. So there's demand that we cannot meet, and then there's strict per participant and other quota.
We will still help them to find tickets, but for the tour we can only open 2 trips, which is to Derawan and Raja Ampat. But however, we can still help them to find tickets to other destinations around Indonesia. Thank you.
Okay.
Questions? Any
Questions? Questions? No questions?
Can I question myself?
The Derawan, is this the first that you are, I mean, are you the travel agent, the first travel agent that you are going to offer to Derawan and Raja Ampat?
I think there are a lot. I think there are a lot in Jakarta itself, but I think the offering that we are exposing ourselves in Australia
It's not yet a lot. I mean, there might be a travel agency in Australia, in Melbourne, basically, especially, but we are offering the whole package to Derawan and Raja Ampat. There might not be something like that in Melbourne yet, because as based on our research that people in Australia tend to love going to traveling and everything and something like that. So yeah, like I don't think there are too many travel agencies that offer the customers to go on a trip, a full trip of to an island like that.
I also have done research which indicates that Australia is actually the Australians mostly go to Bali, and Bali is like beaches and the culture is very different from cities in Jakarta. So that's why we choose to open up to Raja Ampat and Derawan, because it's similar but it's more nature. So it's different, but it's giving something more, and it's actually captivating their view and stuff, because I think Australians love natures, and there's something there. Or what I see, Australians are closer to the natures itself, so opening to that both destinations, it's advantage.
Why they have to fly to Jakarta?
Because they have, I have searched it before, they have no direct flights to Papua itself, but there are like a connection flights. For example, Qantas is working together with Garuda Indonesia, so they can go with Qantas and then go to with Garuda Indonesia, and then they transit it 3 or 4 hours, I think, and then straight to Sorong, and then take a boat from there to Wayang or Pine.
So I mean, because there is also destination Melbourne to Bali, right?
Yeah, yes.
Because Melbourne
They-
and Bali is closer.
They can also go, actually. I saw one flight they can go to Bali and then
Then
go
after
to
that
there.
is-
Because Bali is the second, I mean like Soekarno-Hatta,